Well, good morning. How are you today? This is an economic update. I just wanted to show you our yard just for a second. You can see there's virtually no building materials here. Doesn't that look great? We can park inside of here on the parking lot uninhibited. Well, the economy took a big change a couple days ago. Monday, today is Wednesday, 15th or 16th, somewhere in there, of December 2021. I ordered a huge truckload of materials for a job we've sold to build next year to lock in the prices again. So that's what we did. We ordered that on Monday. Tuesday morning, went online checking prices. They went up 20%. 20% overnight. So we just got the order in time. It's going to be delivered any time now. Part of it is coming in 2 or 3 loads from 2 or 3 different vendors. Feeling pretty blessed about that. We got under that 20% increase. The futures market has been going wild. Plywood and lumber. I'm going to actually do a graph in a little bit. First, we're going to be waiting for the lumber to come. It should be here any second. But I want to do a more in-depth analysis of what's going on. So hang on. Thanks. Okay, so they made a delivery. You can see there's some plywood and T111 over there. More plywood and framing lumber. The house, it's going to be a house that we do, a 26 by 36 cape. It's going to have a loft upstairs. So there's 2 more loads of materials still to come that we're waiting on. I don't know when that'll show up. So the plywood jumped $4 a sheet. I bought 100 sheets of it, and they've delivered that, the plywood. So it's gone up $400 overnight. T111, that's a couple of different piles here, went up about $3 a sheet. I think I got 60 or 70 of those. 2x6 8s went up 25%. Like $1.50 to $2. I can't remember exactly, but it's about 25%. There's more framing lumber over there. The wood eye joists that are coming also went up, are going up. Again, I got those before the last price increase. They keep increasing. Has some 2x12 20-footers coming. I locked in on that at a pretty good price. They've had to order more in, but we got that at the lower price again. So I'm going to break out my little whiteboard and talk about what futures are doing in relation to current lumber and plywood prices. So let's look at that. Okay, let's talk business. So years ago, like 25 years ago, I used to do quite a bit of stock trading online. And I was a chart person at tech, do technical analysis, and I would look at trends in what the markets are doing. This one is lumber futures. I only put up the last 6 months. Prior to that, it was just continually going up. It wouldn't go just straight up, it would go up. Then people would have made their money, they'd sell it, go down, up and down, up, down. And it peaked at about $1,600. And that was in May when it did that. That's when it started dropping. It continued to drop all the way down till August, but it was an erratic drop. I'm not very good at drawing like this. But it was nevertheless pretty much consistent. It dropped down to $480 per 1,000 board feet in lumber. From that point, that was the low. It started creeping back up again sporadically, and it went up to $750 in October. So way back here, it was continually going up, went down, came up to here, and then it dipped just for a little bit, and then it started going up. This is futures. I just want to mention that. We're going to talk about something else in a little bit. It pretty dramatically increased to around $1,100 on the 13th of December. $1,100. On the 14th, it took a drop, not much, but in one day it just dropped just a little bit. Typically, from what I've seen, there's these jumps, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. People are taking their profit or anticipating making a profit by buying. So it's taken a drop, and if I was still doing stocks, which I'm not, because it's a good way to lose your shirt, I'm wagering this is going up. It wouldn't surprise me if it hit the $1,600 range again. In this fall, there were some new tariffs out of for lumber coming down from Canada. I'm half an hour to an hour, 45 minutes to the Canadian border. Most of our lumber comes out of Canada. And so locally here, that's kind of where it's a concern for us, the way that goes. So that's futures. Realistically, what happens is the real day-to-day dollar of what lumber is doing lags behind, and it mirrors it almost perfectly. You could look at per 1,000 board feet for lumber. About 2 weeks later, it's doing this. And then it's following up like that, and down, and up. And I think that's what it's going to do. I really hope it doesn't. But just evidenced based on what I bought this week, on Monday, a 2x4 was $4.25. 2x4 by 8-foot spruce was $4.25. The very next day, it was $5.25 or $5.28, something like that. So it went up over $1 overnight. The futures had been going up, and there was that lag. You could just see that's what's going to happen. So we were able to get our materials at a safer price. I think it's going up. That's not really good news, is it? Sorry. One other thing, plywood sheet goods. I just talked with a salesman 2 days ago. It was Monday that I spoke with him. He said plywood, when they buy from the distributors aren't even posting a price. It's pretty much you order a truckload of plywood, and when it's delivered, you'll get a bill for whatever they feel like charging. Apparently, is what it sounded like. So that's super not encouraging. I think fortunately, I have enough lumber now. It's worked out really well for me this past year or two in dealing with all of this craziness. I have enough to go through the winter and into the first part of spring. And I guess we're just going to have to look and see what prices are doing at that point. There you have it. So I think plywood jumped about 10% Tuesday. I'm seeing that they're running short in some of the lumber yards. So they're going to have to buy, and it's going to be higher. So thanks for watching anyway. I appreciate it. Wow, that's depressing. I just can't leave you on a sour note, a down note. Look for my videos looking forward. We have the Cabin in the Woods coming out soon. Trusses are on back order, so it's held the project up. So I won't be having I want to make sure we have the materials there, because I don't want to piecemeal a video here and there, and I would like it to just flow if we could. And then this spring, the first job that we're doing is for what materials were delivered. It's going to be just a really nice Cape style. What would we call it? Cape style. It's not really a camp. It's on a beautiful little pond. They've had a camper there. Their land is just immaculate. Everything is just beautiful. Right on the waterfront. They moved the camper out, and we're going to build them a house with all glass on the front so they can look down through the pond. It goes down through quite a bit. It's going to be really sharp. I'm looking forward to doing this project. So I hope you enjoyed this bad news, good news thing. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and hit the like button, leave a comment, and I'll keep putting out some videos for you. Thank you.